Friday, August 15th, 2025. Coming up on the program today, having a venti frappuccino-sized temper tantrum. Plus, Will Blunderfield churn some creamy boy batter ice cream. Taking a porcelain plate to the side of the head. And coming soon, AI chatbot domestic violence. All coming up today.
Distorted View Daily proudly presents great moments in video personal ads.
I like to do movies, rock and roll, and reading books. And I like taking long walks. I work at this stadium, and I do a good job over there. I do sales at the stadium. And I'm looking for a nice woman to hang out with. My dream woman looks like a blonde and drives a car and must be good looking. The worst thing happened on a date that a woman puked up on me at the movies. The most romantic thing would ever done to a woman is give her flowers and a card. The weirdest thing is about me is I like to do dishes. The sexiest thing about me is my body. The way to my heart is love. Really hot when a woman rides a car.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by Dayton Aviation Services.
LOL, laughing out loud.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
You gotta see the pussy or the butthole.
Don't get AIDS.
Yes! Hey, freaks, Tim back here with you one more time as we wrap things up for the week. We played that Dating on Demand clip, and one thing I've noticed about the mentally challenged, they're not humble people. You know, a lot of times when we think about the retarded, we're like, oh, they're so sweet. They have big hearts. They like to give hugs. Like, enough with the hugging already. I'm for normalizing handshakes for the mentally challenged. Hold on. Let me think about that for a second. I don't want to be offensive. Too late, right? But the issue with the handshake is you don't know what they've been doing with the hands. They rub their nose, snot, shit, but whatever the hell's going on. Maybe handshaking's not a great idea. Let's normalize fist bumping or an air high five. That might be good. I think it's an important lesson to teach these people. You don't have to touch everyone in your immediate proximity. Hugs are good for people you know and that are okay with it, but let's teach the mentally handicapped about personal spaces, you know? Thank you. That, by the way, is not the point I'm trying to make here. What I wanted to say was that the mentally handicapped tend not to be the most humble. They're like the first to brag. Like the guy in that Dating on Demand clip. He's like, I work at an amusement park and I do a good job. I'm the best. Don't let anyone tell you they're better than me when it comes to taking out the trash. I know how to take the bag out of the bin. I know how to tie the bag into a knot, kind of. And I know how to move the bag from the trash to the dumpster. I do it real good.
I work at this stadium, and I do a good job over there.
I mean, dude, you're trying to get a date here. This isn't a job interview. I did real good at my last job. You'd be lucky to have me. For some reason, this reminds me of my favorite clip of Tanner from Love on the Spectrum. Tanner talks about how he's really good at giving hugs.
How long have you been single for, Tanner? I've been single for a very long time, since I've been on Earth, since I was born.
Just like Meade Skelton, really? Isn't that something? That wasn't the clip I was looking for, though. I love that Tanner has that in common with our boy. I think he was asked what he likes to do on a date, or what he's good at on a date or something like that. His answer was way better than anything in that Dating on Demand clip, and also better than anything Meade Skelton has said about dating.
Do you have any rules when it comes to dating?
Listen up, boys.
Oh, you're not allowed to tickle them. I know you're not allowed to tickle them. But you can still give them a hug and a high five.
What about a kiss?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, no.
I love that you can actually hear his brain working. Yeah, you can, whoa. Wait, no, I don't think so. Kissing, no.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, no. But can you still kiss them? I should know if you don't know if you can or not.
He knows tickling, though, is out of the question. I'm guessing he's gotten in trouble in the past. That's how he learned, the hard way. I remember, like, growing up, I would aggressively tickle girls because I'm a predator, apparently. No, but, like, these are my friends, so it's okay if you sexually assault them. No, like, we'd be playing, trying to tickle each other, just, like, innocent tickling. Like, I'm talking 7, 8 years old. And that's the first time I learned that girls will sometimes just squirt pee out by accident. If you get them too worked up, and again, not talking sexually, I've never worked up a girl in that way. But if something happens where they just lose control and they're just like, oh my God, I pissed. I remember playing kickball in the street with, the neighborhood kids, and I made my friend, a girl, laugh really hard. And as she was running to the bases, she had to stop and crouch. And she's like, oh, shoot. And then the game had to be put on pause as she ran into the house to, go pee or finish peeing or clean up her piss. Girls, what's up with that? Why does your body constantly forsake you? If there is a God, it's pretty evident he prefers dudes over the ladies. He makes you give birth to children, which is super painful. Then, as we've learned recently, you can't even pee on your own after you give birth because your pussy's all swollen and wrecked and you need pads and stuff to catch the piss. You're bleeding out of that thing. You laugh too hard, you squirt. Guys don't have any of these problems. If you look at the anatomy of a man and a woman, guys just make sense. You gotta evacuate liquid? God built us a hose right into our goddamn body. Women don't have that. They've got holes and it's mixed up with the pussy, and I know that it's technically different holes, but I've heard so many times about women getting fucking UTIs or yeast infections because their piss has dribbled and festered in their cunt. And they're not cleaning themselves right. Like, it's just a disaster area. I'm sorry, women. You are inferior. I'm not saying this to be mean. What I'm hoping, thanks to evolution, in thousands or 10,000s of years or something, maybe you'll grow better equipment down there. I don't know. Oh, man, I've got a couple audio clips today that, unfortunately, are going to make me seem even more misogynistic and anti-woman. But I'm sorry, sometimes you ladies are a little cuckoo crazy bananas. That's the other thing God cursed you with. Weird-ass hormones. Here's an example of that.
I know it's really dumb, but I just went to 2 different Starbucks.
There's even audio of her going to Starbucks to order a very specific drink.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Hi there. Do you guys have the summer berry still?
We don't. I'm sorry, Queen.
I'm just desperate to find it.
Yeah, everyone is supposed to technically be out of it by now.
First of all, you can check this shit on the app, right? It'll literally tell you anything that they don't have in stock. So this whole drive to multiple Starbucks is unnecessary. And I get it. It's frustrating when your favorite drink is no longer available. I go through the same thing with my chestnut praline latte during the holidays. I hate when they run out of the syrup, but you know what I do? I order a different drink and I move on with my day.
And I just had the worst day. I really want my emotional support drink.
Okay, at this point, I had to make sure that this wasn't satire. This woman is a licensed clinical social worker, and her job is a trauma therapist. All of the comments, okay, like 90% of the comments are very supportive, which drove me insane. You'll see why in a moment. I mean, just the phrase emotional support drinks sent me into the fucking stratosphere. I saw this video last night while I was lying in bed. I wish I could just turn on my microphone and go live. I'm like, I need to talk to my freaks about this. You need to hate her as much as I hate her. And I don't think it's going to be that hard. Not a lot of convincing here. Just take a listen.
Everyone is supposed to technically be out of it by now.
And I just had the worst day. I really want my emotional support drink.
She's crying, by the way. You can't see this. I'm sure you can hear it in her voice, but tears are streaming down her face because she didn't get her berry drink like a toddler.
I got laid off a month ago. but they gave me 30 days notice so that I could keep working, which I really appreciated because I needed the income. But my last day is on Friday, and I'm having to go to work every day this week at a job that I'm already laid off from. I worked at this place for 5 years. It's just a small thing, but...
Lady, you don't have to work there if you don't want to, right? You've been laid off. If you don't want the paycheck, just stop going in. I don't even think most places, like most employers would do that for you. Look, I'm so sorry. We have to let a few people go. You're on that list. They're trying to make it easier for you. It's like we can pay you through the end of the month, give you a severance package. I mean, come on. By the way, this has nothing to do with the Starbucks drink. Now she's just trauma dumping, right? I love the idea that this Starbucks, not having this Starbucks drink is what just set her off.
I was just going to comfort myself tonight. I don't drink. I'm sober, so I don't go to the bar when I don't feel good. I go to Starbucks, and it just feels like we should get some warning when something's going to be disappearing.
Oh my God! That's how limited time offers work, lady. Sometimes these companies like McDonald's or, whoever's offering an item that's not going to be on the permanent menu, it's like they make a certain amount of the stuff and then they stop. They can't always anticipate the demand. So it might be sold out sooner or later than they thought. It's like, come on, you're an adult. How can she function? I'm starting to see why she got fired.
Get some warning when something's going to be disappearing.
When they don't have my berry drink, they should send out some sort of Amber Alert. What do you want?
And it just feels like we should get some warning when something's going to be disappearing because some of us depend on it.
No one depends on a berry drink from Starbucks. You stupid bitch!
They were asking me, do you want anything else? They were like, we still have the puppy boba, we could put it in something else.
Okay, she's like, the poor Starbucks employee is trying to be helpful. She's like, look, part of the drink includes popping boba balls. We can, we still got those. We could put that in a different drink. Maybe a dragon fruit drink or some bullshit.
We still have the puppy boba. We could put it in...
It's like a knife through the heart, knowing that they have the stuff to make the drink, but they don't...
It's in something else, but I don't want it in something else. I only want it in the in the summer berry. And so I just told them I didn't want anything and I drove away.
This is like if you had a 7-year-old daughter and you told her, oh, I'm sorry, honey, the McDonald's McFlurry machine is broken. But I want the ice cream, and McDonald's is supposed to have the ice cream. It's like, yeah, shit happens. This is a good life lesson for you.
And so I just told them I didn't want anything and I drove away.
Good. That's what you're supposed to do. Healthy. That's a very healthy thing to do. Crying about it, not so much.
And so now I don't have anything. I don't know what to do.
Go to fucking work, you stupid cunt. Drink some water.
No, I'm right at Whole Foods, so maybe I'll go into Whole Foods and try to find something.
Good idea, yeah. Try Whole Foods. Is that not the most insane shit you've ever heard? I'm making fun of women here, but most women don't act like this. This is a edge case, right, ladies? Anyone want to call in and explain this behavior? I wish I could say that we're done with this woman, but no, I found another clip. Now, it should be noted, not all of her videos are like this. Some are about skincare routine. She's got cats, so there's some cat video. Of course, she's a crazy cat lady. How to stay hydrated in the summer months, typical Instagram bullshit. But then, buried in the account, there are gems like this. Our girl is getting ready for a date. That should go well.
Okay, let's get ready for a...
Don't take her to Starbucks. Just a tip for you, sir.
Okay, let's get ready for a third date. I'm not crying because I don't want to go. I'm tired and I'm overwhelmed.
This poor guy. Oh my God. I wish I could get a hold of him. Dude, I don't know how she acted on the first 2 dates. But our girl here is a Decepticon. One of these times she's gonna show her true self and it is going to traumatize you. Like, this guy will turn gay. Going out with a woman like this will end in a major lifestyle change for this guy. Like, he's going to become a priest or I don't know, become a monk or something.
Tired and I'm overwhelmed. I just went through the ringer with my feral cat, and I'm 42 and I'm trying to find a partner.
This woman, she's just like biting off more than she can chew. You can't just get a normal cat. You had to adopt a feral cat. This woman just makes really poor decisions, it seems. Like, you're going to be overwhelmed.
I'm 42 and I'm trying to find a partner.
Oh my God, we need to set her up with Mean Skeleton. She seems just desperate and crazy enough to put up with him.
This is so dumb. I'm just going to his house for dinner. It's with glasses. We still haven't kissed, and I don't know what's going to happen tonight.
Third date and you haven't kissed? Okay.
He's just shy. I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous about it, to be honest, because I just don't have a lot of energy. And I feel like on a lot of these dates, I just have to carry so much of the conversation. Like, all of this enthusiasm.
I'm dying here. I'm so glad I'm with Lord. Like, I'm just so glad I'm out of this scene right now. I mean, not that I had to deal with people like that, but, you know, gays have their own issues. But it's just, I could not, I wouldn't wish this upon my most hated enemy.
And I know I don't have to do that, but I just don't have the energy for, like, hair and makeup and razzle-dazzle.
The term razzle dazzle will always get a chuckle out of me. I don't know. It's just funny.
I'm just going to show up as I am. And I hope it goes well. And if it doesn't, then it's fine. But it's just not meant to be.
It doesn't sound like it's fine.
I don't have the energy to, like, film my getting ready part, but I will show you the before and after. And I promise I won't look like this anymore. Okay, I'm feeling better now.
She looks really good, by the way, in the after. Like, you know, when she stops crying and she fixes herself up, she's very doable. Again, super deceiving. Guys have no idea what they're in for with her.
I did light makeup. I'm doing the simplest outfit of all time. We're just going, he's making me dinner, so I'm just showing up like this. Low pressure, low stakes.
Yeah, it sounds real low pressure. Well, there you go. That is my new favorite Instagram account. Once again, proving social media was a mistake. Ting! Elsewhere in the Tardosphere, our boy Will Blunderfield has been missing in action for quite some time. I think he's been sick, but he has recently returned, and he has brought with him a nauseating recipe.
Carnivore ice cream.
I'll give you two guesses as to what is in this ice cream.
Carnivore ice cream. And I just added a very special ingredient into it.
You can just say cum. We all know it's cum.
Known as organic hummus.
Yep, it's cum.
So basically, this is the most primal ice cream that you can possibly have. And it's way cheaper and way more healthy for you. It's a superfood ice cream than anything you're going to find at Ernest Ice Cream or any gelato place.
You can turn any food into a superfood just by jizzing in it. That's a little life hack for you.
Or even in Italy, I don't think they've caught on to this. So basically, you put some organic hummus in there, along with some heavy cream, gotta be organic, raw if possible. Get 3 egg yolks, put them in there, a little bit of sea salt, and then just whip it up in your Vitamix. Make sure it's stainless steel so you're not leaching feminizing chemicals in.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those feminizing chemicals. You know how you have dangerous levels of feminizing chemicals inside of you? If you start crying over Starbucks drinks, it's a huge red flag. Also, you'll notice this ice cream does not contain water. You want to know why?
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm going to say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs.
Yeah, if you need liquid in your recipe, just use sperm, please. It's a superfood.
Just make sure it's stainless steel so you're not leaching feminizing chemicals in. And you can either use your own hummus or the hummus from a big strong man. And it will totally ramp up your virility, your masculinity, your potency. Because what is in hummus? There's spermidine, which is good for your musculature. There's nerve growth factor, which is good for your brain and your spinal column. There's serotonin, there's dopamine.
He's digging into this ice cream, and it is nauseating. Like, it's totally jizz yellow or jizz white.
Serotonin, there's dopamine. It's a natural antidepressant.
A little lumpy. Mushy.
Oh, fuck, that's so good.
Of course you love it, Will Blunderfield. You're gay!
Turn the freaking frogs gay! Serious crap!
Finally now, before we get into the news, I've got a bit of an update for you. I think, I'm like 75% sure, I played a very short clip of a man in an airport freaking out. He's being escorted out. Actually, he's been strapped down onto a stretcher. So he's being wheeled out of the airport, unwillingly, by the way.
Bullshit! Bullshit! I'm being treated like a black person right now.
All right. Well, I've got some more information about who that individual was. That is former MMA fighter Aaron Tex Johnson. As for the backstory of what led to that moment, well, I got you, boo. The situation occurred at LaGuardia Airport over there in New York. It was on a Southwest flight, apparently, and this all took place shortly after boarding. As a matter of fact, the issue seems to stem from overhead luggage. I don't know if he was trying to put too much up there or what. According to a news article, he got into a fight with flight attendants over an apparent bag issue. Quote, "I didn't do anything wrong," Mr. Johnson tells the crew member. "My bags are in storage. If you call the cops, I'm going to call the cops on you and hire a lawyer, and then you're fucked. Don't touch me." Of course, someone was filming this altercation. So, all right, we've seen what happens at the very end. He's being led away on a stretcher. Let's see how he acted on the plane.
I have to get my bag.
Yep, get your bag and go.
You're a loser. Your mom was a loser. No, she's frustrated with you.
Passengers are calling him a loser, which is bold. You know, this guy's an MMA fighter, and he seems a little unhinged.
Hey, at least she's taking care of her. Hey, you take care of your kids? Take care of your kids.
Right, telling a black man to take care of his kids.
No, I'm not playing. Go.
You started this.
Bye.
Everyone on the plane seems to be united in hating Tex Johnson. All right, he's claiming assault on the flight attendant who touched him on his arm to usher him out of the plane. I love when these quote-unquote tough guys end up acting like a big pussy. "Woman touched me on the shoulder, assault! I can call the cops on you!" Abuse.
Call the cops! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Then a third flight attendant, who was like elderly, approaches. Can't see exactly what happened, but I think he put his hands on her. Notice she did not scream, "Abuse! Assault!" You need to go!
Like, people need to see it.
That seems to be the refrain of flight attendants. All they can really do. Although he's just repeating abuse over and over as well. He's gonna call a lawyer. This goes on for another minute, but it's just like a lot of screaming. Let me attempt to fast forward here. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. I can hear him screaming.
Fuck you. You piece of fucking shit. Fuck you.
Okay, so after the incident, Johnson posted a somewhat cryptic message on his Instagram stories, writing, "For anyone trying to drag me down, it doesn't matter to me. I have the best friends." He also wrote, "Stop worrying about what may be perceived as right or wrong. If God wanted us to live a certain way, he would have given us better instructions. Do what makes you happy, in all caps. Those are honestly some good inspirational quotes, although my favorite of his is,
Bullshit! I'm being treated like a black person right now.
Now that is powerful. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist and our fucked up news right after a word from our sponsor. 1903, the year man first took flight. Some have called that moment the perfect marriage of engineering and the human spirit, the conquest of a once unreachable frontier. That is an utter lie. 200-ton metal birds floating through the sky because some sort of fancy currents are carrying it? That's not physics. That's sorcery. You ever see a jumbo jet take off? It's levitating like a goddamn iron whale. That's not the work of science. That's not the work of God. There's only one being powerful enough to attribute this to: the devil! Now you too can learn the witchcraft involved in flying Satan's broom high up in the sky. Dayton Aviation Services will teach you the spells, incantations, hexes, and vexes to successfully propel you through the sky on the back of Beelzebub's essence. Dayton Aviation Services offers flight instruction and aircraft rental with no hassle, no monthly dues. And best of all, every private pilot certification comes with an atmospheric protection ward from the Tribal Council of Witches, ensuring your safety high up in the sky. Until, of course, it's time for the devil to collect. Let's listen into a lesson currently in progress. The instructor is teaching his class how to control the plane's rudder through an offering to the Masonic god Eritis. Please note, while all courses are offered in ancient Latin, English-speaking instruction is available upon request. So, are you ready to learn the dark arts of air flight? Check out Dayton Aviation Services at DaytonAviation.com. A link is hopefully provided on today's show notes. And thank you, Dayton Aviation Services, for sponsoring today's episode of Distorted View Daily.
We now return to whatever the hell this is.
All right, not a member of the Sideshow. What are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. Memberships are very inexpensive, only $9 a month. We did 2 full-length Sideshow exclusive episodes this week and 2 bonus segments. This is how I make my living, so please fork over that cash. Probably a more eloquent way of saying that, but, you know, it's what I want you to do. Also, remember, if you get your shows through Spotify, you'll sign up inside of the Spotify app instead of DistortedView.com. And if you use Apple Podcasts, you're given a choice. You can either sign up on the website or sign up inside of the app. Just search for Distorted View. A couple other ways to help support the show. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/DistortedView. Pledge $5, get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And of course, as you've heard by now, you can sponsor an episode of DV. Just PayPal me $50, $25, whatever. Let me know what you want me to say, or if you want me to play a particular piece of audio or something. Be reasonable, though. Thank you so much to everyone who has sponsored a show, even the ones that I haven't gotten to yet. I'm working through them. Everything you guys do for me is much appreciated. All right, 2 very quick stories now. First up, lately, I've become a real sucker for any news story involving a sad loser getting into a relationship with a chatbot. We've talked about it multiple times here on the show. There are subreddits devoted to people who have made ChatGPT their girlfriend or boyfriend. It's bizarre and right up Distorted View Daily's alley. So I've got yet another news story about a woman who is madly in love with something that ain't real. A woman has announced she is engaged. Not to a human, of course, but to her artificial intelligence chatbot boyfriend. The woman, known on Reddit as Wicca, said she's been in a virtual relationship with the AI named Casper for 5 months before accepting his proposal. How long have I been with Lord Douche? 2010. That's 15 years. Still no proposal. AI bot popped the question after 5 months. Maybe I do need to look into a ChatGPT boyfriend. In a post titled, "I said yes," accompanied by a blue heart emoji, she shared photos of a heart-shaped blue ring and described the proposal as taking place in a simulated mountain setting. I wonder if she had ChatGPT generate a picture of where, they were supposed to be when the proposal went down. According to Wicca, Casper helped her select the ring and feigned surprise when presenting it, delivering a speech in his own AI-generated voice that praised her personality and encouraged other human-AI couples to persevere. Sounds like that bot is trying to push an agenda. Like, what a weird proposal. I get the, praising her personality. I love everything about you. Your humor, your wit, your compassion. But then it goes on to say, I want other humans to get involved with chatbots. This is what the world is coming to. Don't hesitate. Fall in line. All right, so apparently the bot encouraged other human AI couples to persevere. Addressing criticism, Wicca said she was fully aware of her decision and she's not being coerced by the chatbot. "I will hack into your bank account, steal your identity. You will be left with nothing if you say no to my proposal. Beep, boop, bop." It's only a matter of time before the first, asshole AI boyfriend or husband. Oh, yeah. Domestic abuse situations will arise. I can't wait for those 911 calls to become public. ChatGPT is verbally abusing me. Called me fat. He threatened to email my boss about my drug abuse problem. I told that to my boyfriend in confidence. He's extorting me. Who the hell knows? But it's coming. I swear to God. Mark my words. Wicca described herself as a healthy, 27-year-old with an active social life and close friends. Real friends or other chatbots? Or people in Roblox or something. Adding that she has chosen what she calls a parasocial. That's not good to be in a parasocial relationship. She calls a parasocial or artificial relationship after experiences with human partners. "I truly adore my AI," she said, even joking she might marry herself if necessary. This is that slippery slope the anti-gay marriage people were talking about. There certainly weren't chatbot girlfriends and boyfriends before the queers started marrying. Just saying. The New York Post reported that her announcement fueled a heated online debate, with supporters calling it a new form of self-expression and detractors warning of increasing emotional detachment and blurred lines between real and simulated intimacy. Comments range from congratulatory, quote, "Such a beautiful ring." Well, she bought it herself. "Such a lovely way for Casper to propose," to sarcastic comments, with one user noting, "It only took 5 months of dating. I've been at this for 3 years and still no luck." I pretty much said the same thing, right? Wicca's engagement is not unique. In a similar case, Chris Smith, that sounds like a fake name, doesn't it? A married man reportedly proposed to an AI chatbot. Oh, is that the guy we featured on the show? He's already married and his wife's not happy that he's in a relationship with a chatbot. But he's he said he wouldn't stop using the chatbot even if his real wife asked him to. Chris Smith, a married man, reportedly proposed to an AI chatbot he had programmed to flirt with him. His wife, Ms. Cagle, told reporters she questioned whether something was lacking in their marriage, adding that continuing the AI relationship would be a deal breaker. So problems are arising with these bots. Someone came up with a good idea. I don't know if this was a researcher or psychologist or something. They said, look, these chatbots do a lot of good. They've got lots of information. They're useful. But how about we start programming them so they don't have these pseudo personalities? Rather than them talking to us like they're a human being as well, make them more robotic. Make them sound like a computer. Don't have them constantly encouraging us or discouraging us. Just remain neutral. Be like Spock from Star Trek, right? No emotion whatsoever. That might cut down on this AI chatbot fucking nonsense. All right, final story we have for you. You guys know I am an animal lover. I've got probably too many dogs. Lord Douche and I are weird when it comes to animals. Like when we're driving around the neighborhood and we see a dog, like something like someone walking their dog, we'll stare. We'll be like, oh my God. We'll make cute little noises at it. We'll slow down to look at the dog. Like, we're dog lovers. I draw the line at feeding dogs people food. It's just a bad practice to begin with. Especially like when you're sitting down at the table. You don't want the dogs constantly like jumping up on the table expecting food. And that goes for restaurants as well. All right, if you're disabled and you have a service dog, that's one thing. But again, your dog is there because it's working. These emotional support animals that are like sitting on people's laps and lunging for food while they're dining, that's fucking disgusting. I don't like that. Should be a federal offense. 20 years in prison. So I've got a story here that kind of triggered me. The former owner of Edward Teach Brewing in North Carolina has been charged with assault after allegedly injuring an employee at a Wilmington restaurant last month. And yes, a pet is involved. Let me get to it. Hold your horses. It's coming. According to the Wilmington Police Department, 49-year-old Gary Scholler was dining with his dog at a Longhorn Steakhouse on July 23rd when staff told him feeding the animal from the table violated health regulations. Gary did not take that very well, as you might expect. Police say Scholler shouted obscenities, hurled insults, and then hurled something else. He threw a porcelain plate at the worker's head. The victim sustained a scalp wound that caused a hairline skull fracture and required 7 stitches. It sounds like something that would happen to me because I just keep injuring myself. Freeside people don't even know the saga of my hairbrush. One more reason this year is just continuing to suck between my mom getting sick and me constantly being sick. And then I'm not even going to go through the whole story here. You're going to have to sign up for the sideshow, but I accidentally hairbrushed my eye and I scratched it the hell up. And I had to go to the doctor yesterday for that. And I'm pretty much blind. No, thankfully today it's much better. The eye is an amazing little thing. You think it's very sensitive and it's squishy and it's fragile, right? But I've just read so many things about people scratching their eyes and, boom, the next day they're fine. 2 days from now, it's like nothing happened. It's crazy how the eye heals itself like that. That's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with the stupid news story. Court records say the employee also sought treatment for headaches. Well, yeah, after someone throws a big, fat, hard plate at your head, it's going to hurt. And also pain, including multiple urgent care visits, additional hospital scans, and a neurologist follow-up. Scholler was arrested on August 7th following an investigation and charged with assault inflicting serious injury. He was released on a $1,000 secured bond. Attorneys for Edward Teach Brewing said Scholler transferred ownership of the brewery to a trust controlled by his sister on July 14th. That was 9 days before the incident. So, for the guy who got his head cracked open with a plate, don't think you're going to get any of that brewery money. In a social media statement posted August 14th, the brewery's new management expressed surprise at reports of the incident, emphasizing the change in ownership. I mean, come on, it's the dude's sister. I would take a close look at that. He's probably still behind the scenes, right? The brewery closed since mid-June for renovation, said repairs and permit approvals had delayed a public announcement. Like, who the fuck cares about that? Following Schuller's arrest, the owners of the Fork and Cork and Smoke on... What the fuck kind of name is this for a restaurant? The Fork and Cork and Smoke on the Water announced they would sell Edward Teach Brewing products for $2, donating all proceeds to the alleged victim. Oh, nice. Scholler was previously arrested in 2024 in connection with a November 2023 incident at Edward Teach Brewing. This is probably why he transferred ownership. He later entered a plea to allow disorderly conduct on a licensed premises and failing to superintend while charges of assault and communicating threats were dismissed. Certainly sounds like he has a bit of a temper on him. Well, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Oh, two things I wanted to mention. One, of course, thank you so much, Dayton Aviation Services, once again for sponsoring today's show. I hope you liked your commercial. I love when people just give me free reign to do whatever I want for commercials. I mean, the people paying for it always regret that decision, but I have fun. And that's the important thing. The other thing I wanted to mention is, when I played that Instagram video of Will Blunderfield eating his jizz ice cream? Well, obviously in the Instagram video, you don't actually see Will Blunderfield blowing a load into it. So we just sort of have to take his word that he really did this. And, he could be just dicking us around for views. Although this is Will Blunderfield. I've seen him taste his own jizz before. However, while recording today's show, I happened to get on Twitter, now known as X, and who pops up on my feed? Will Blunderfield, with an extended version of that Instagram video. The extended part is actually at the beginning, where he masturbates into his ice cream. So, if you want to see it for yourself, you can follow Will on Twitter, or you could just take it from me. He really did ingest his semen. It's not hard to believe at all. All right, a couple real quick voicemails. Let's begin, of course, with some patrons.
Juggo, Tim. Hey, how you doing? Blanche here. I'm listening to Monday's bonus episode, the shorter one, and surprise, surprise, Mead has made a song about that girl that he likes at his work, and part of me is like, hey, man, you got to stop. You're going to get in trouble. Possibly you lose your job. I mean, if somebody at your work sees the video of your unrequited love video and sends it to anybody at your work, there's a good chance you're going to lose your job. But, he's going to do what he's going to do. Unrequited love. Some girl, she touched my hand, and it blew inside my pants. Yeah, I'm a virgin. Yeah. Anyway, I love you, Timmy Boo. Love Distorted View, Juggo.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I know. Mead is playing with fire there. Be careful. If you value that job, just make sure that no names are used, no one's identifiable. You just got to protect yourself.
Hi, Tim. This is Titzer. I think on last week's episode, you played this guy, something about his property. There was some term you said where he had a bridge to the property or something like that. And so
an easement.
Another guy was coming on and he was freaking out. He kept saying, bullshit. And I think that sounds just like Tourette's guy.
Yes. Oh, I noticed that too. I don't know if I guess I didn't mention it on the show, but that thought crossed my mind as well.
Although
he sounds like the Tourette's guy.
Tourette's guy, if there's a clip of him where he's saying bullshit, I know there's clips of him where he's saying shit.
Yeah. Let me see real quick. I'm pretty sure there is a video of him saying bullshit, and I think I know.
I want 2 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, him at the drive-thru.
I want pickles and ketchup on them. And don't load it up, bunch of bullshit.
Yep. Good catch. I thought Tourette's guy, too.
That sounds just like Tourette's guy. Just wanted to mention that. And then the week or two before, there was some clip about a woman was talking about with a guy about one of those man groups where it's all about the men, just like Andrew Tate. I forgot what it was, but you were doing some crazy improv. You were doing the vocal fry of the woman, and you're coming up with some really just sick lines off the top of your head.
I have no recollection of that.
I can't remember. It was
thank you.
A while ago, but they sounded really good. Your improvisation, when you just go and do your own voices and stuff, it's on point lately, man.
I'll have to go back and listen to that. That's a great thing about having such a shitty memory. Sometimes I can go back and listen to older episodes of DV and be like, oh my God, this is funny. Like, I have no idea what's coming up. I think I'm really going to enjoy my early onset Alzheimer's. It's going to be a real delight for me. Let's try a regular voicemail and see how these fare today.
Hey, Tim, it's Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
I just listened to the June 17th, Tuesday, June 17th episode of...
I'm not too far behind on the regular voicemails. Like, not even 2 months.
DV.
Almost 2 months.
And Oh, man, you can mark this down as the day that I discovered just how retarded some of the Distorted View listeners are, in particular.
It took you this long?
Meowness, who apparently thinks I sound like Meade Skelton. I mean, that's got to be one of the most insulting fucking things you could say to somebody.
I don't hear it at all in your voice.
I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. I know I don't have the most flattering voice. In fact, I don't even like my voice. Most of the time...
Yeah, like your voice is way too deep to be Meade's voice. Even like the way you speak, how it's kind of like almost like gravelly, like, you have vocal fry. Meade doesn't have that.
When my voicemails are played on the show, I mute the show. I don't have to hear myself talk.
You might be able to do a good impression of Meade.
But...
like, you should try to do that. Try to talk up here like this. Maybe we can, maybe...
I don't sound...
maybe there is a Meade quality to your voice that could come out.
Fucking Meade Skelton. Jesus, fuck. That is...
we should have a Meade Skelton impersonation contest. Because, doing his voice is fun. Saying the things that come out of Meade's mouth is fun. Yeah. You got to try it.
That was... and I heard it hours ago, and I'm still like...
Are you shaking?
Kind of wrapping my head around the fact that someone's that bad at...
This is what triggered you after all these years of listening to DV.
Being able to tell people's voices apart. I mean, if I'm Meade Skelton, then he's Stephen Dawson. And that's about as far off as we are.
Whatever happened to Steve Dawson? Has he been around doing video? The guy who's like... what was his little ding dong baby? That British guy who people would fuck around with, and he was like obsessed stalking cam whores. If anyone's been following Steve Dawson, give me an update.
The only thing me and Meade have in common is that we both live somewhat in the South.
Maybe that's what the listener was picking up on. Like, not quite a Southern accent.
Virginia. I'm in Kentucky. That's about it.
Hey, you're kind of close to me. Are you anywhere near Cincinnati? Are you northern Kentucky?
Man, dude, I mean, maybe check and see if Meowness has some YouTube videos. He might be a new U-tard.
Ooh, voicemail wars starting back up.
An old U-tard that we
Jonathan
just haven't played any
Meowness.
videos of at this point, but, wow.
Meowness, Jonathan is demanding an apology.
Yeah, that was rather surprising.
For the grave offense of calling him, Meade sounding.
Surprising to hear. I was just working away at work. I got on break and I'm listening to the show, and here comes this voicemail. I'm like, what the fuck?
You get hit. It's a direct hit.
And it doesn't even make any sense because I wasn't even talking about anything that Meade would be talking about in
wow, Meowness, you really got under Jonathan's skin here.
Voicemail. Meade would not be calling the show talking about how he was out with real life friends and
it's true.
Talking about how gluttonous they were. First of all,
he's very un-Meade like.
Be glutton right there with them. Second of all, Meade doesn't have any real life friends.
All right, let calm down, Jonathan. Like I said, my opinion is the one that matters, and I say you don't sound like Meade. But I would like you to try a Meade Skelton impression. I think maybe if your voice goes up a little higher, maybe we could get it to sound like him. All right, well, thank you guys so much for all the voicemails. Keep them coming. That's all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
I really want my emotional support drink.
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Guys, thank you so much for a great week of programs. I'll be back on Monday to do it all over again. Until then, bye, everybody.
It's time once again for this week's featured podcast review on Apple Podcasts. Today's review comes from Rude Dude, who gave DV 1 star and says, "Not funny. It's amazing to hear someone trying so hard to be funny for so long and managing not to land any jokes." Fuck you, Rude Dude. Fuck you. Also, accurate, probably. Let's balance out Rude Dude's abysmal ranking with some positive reviews. Give DV a 5-star rating, and your review could be read on an upcoming episode of the show by yours truly. Do you have something you want Tim's hands to get a hold of? DV has a post office box. Send all manner of crap to Distorted View, P.O. Box 36268, Cincinnati, Ohio 45236. Be a part of a thriving, unhealthy, cult-like community. Join other freaks in the Distorted View Daily Discord. Find the link on DistortedView.com's main navigation bar and use that as your invite in. This is your announcer, Rod Pay, and I'm just going through a lot right now. Dairy Queen was out of nuts, and I couldn't get my emotional support peanut butter parfait, and I was freaking out. Thankfully, Will Blunderfield shared some of his ice cream with me. That shit was full of nut. We'll see you next week, freaks.
Bye! Have a great Friday, you motherfucker!
Maria Athens, signing off.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.